What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 26 of the Hella Average Gamescast. As always, I'm your co-host, Cam, and in my captain's chair, I got Carmen. What's happening, buddy?
Man, I'm just hanging in there. Finally made it home. I was hanging out with the in-laws all weekend for Thanksgiving. Extra fat. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to talk to you guys.
Absolutely. And in the back car seat, I've got Jeremy. What's happening, buddy?
Man, I'm excited. I got my tux on, got my shoes tied tight, because tonight is the night we do it up.
Absolutely. All of us here at the Hella Average Gamescast hope you had a fantastic holiday. We know we did. But alas, it's that time of the year. The time when we blow the doors and the roofs off our apartments and houses. Because it's the game of the year. It's time for the heated debates. And we're gonna do some damage tonight, don't you think?
Fight me, bro. Fight me.
Before we get into it, we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping stuff just to catch you up since last week we recorded earlier. So, did y'all kind of get any playtime in with the holidays? Did y'all get any good pickups for Black Friday? I know Cyber Monday was today. So when y'all start us out, if y'all got anything good?
Oh man, I got a little bit of gaming in. I was playing some more of my my SNES Classic, a little bit more Metroid, and I started playing some more Final Fantasy VI again. But man, I just crushed it on those Black Friday sales.
Yeah, you spent your whole paycheck, didn't you?
Not really. I only spent about $100.
That's not bad.
But got me 4 games. Got me South Park: The Fractured But Whole for $30, Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus for $25, Friday the 13th for $25, and Injustice 2 for $20.
Now, Friday the 13th is surprising. I didn't think you would go for that one.
Well, I was interested in it ever since its announcement. And when it came out, I knew that it was buggy and there were some server issues, but they've corrected a lot of the problems with it. And but I still wasn't going to pay $40. So I was wanting to pay around 20, so 25 for physicals kind of hit me in that sweet spot. Plus, I'm just a huge Friday the 13th fan. I just fucking love Jason Voorhees. You know, I just want to go in there and if I can just play as him once and just, you know, slam some motherfucker against a tree with a sleeping bag, I'll say it was worth the price of the mission right there.
That's awesome. Yeah, there was a hell of a lot of good deals that came down the pipe for Black Friday.
I was stunned. I saw one and I got it, and then like the suggestion bar came up on Amazon, and I was just like, God damn it! My wallet's just killing me.
Where'd you end up going for most of your shopping?
Amazon.
Okay.
I've got Prime, so I got good deals and fast shipping.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
Hell no, Amazon is where it's at.
Oh yeah.
Did you get to play in the new games? Or you just kind of you ordered them? I guess they're not there yet.
I ordered them. They were supposed to arrive today, but I just got a text that said that they were going to be late, so they might come tomorrow.
Oh, sad day.
I know.
What do you plan on playing?
UPS is slowing down.
Yeah, it's the holiday time, man. They're getting backed up.
Mm-hmm.
What are you planning on playing first, I think, is the real question.
Honestly, I'm probably going to drop into Injustice first.
Oh, that's surprising. I would have said South Park.
Actually, I'm gonna pop in Injustice because I want to just play with it a little bit, try out some of the ultimates and supers. Plus, I want to download like Darkseid and Hellboy. But then
He needs to practice for when we whoop on that ass.
I'm gonna be dropping some rocks, motherfucker.
Get good.
Yeah, but then I'm really in earnest gonna start on South Park. I can't wait to get in that shit.
Yeah, that's the one that I missed that I really wanted.
Oh, I'll definitely let you know how that is.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I know. Cara, what'd you get? You get anything good?
Well, I picked up a game. I picked up Wolfenstein 2.
My man.
I almost picked up South Park, but I just didn't want to spend the money right now. So I'll wait for it to go on sale again around the holidays, and I plan on grabbing that. And I've been playing, my plethora of mobile games. I probably downloaded 10, deleted all 10 of them, and then I got my normal Clash Royale in. I'm in the Legendary Arena, so shout out to me.
The final arena. Big boy.
Now it's on to season play and to see what happens there. I bumped out and then bumped back in, so I'm coasting, and then I've been playing Tap Titans. I'm a sucker for it.
I've heard so much, and I know you've talked about it, but I've seen ads for it and all kinds of shit for that Tap Titans game.
It's just a time waster. And it's pretty fun, you advance in stages, and I have the way that my character's built right now is that, I don't really have to do too much tapping. I can just barely tap the screen and then just let my skills do all the work. So I'm just farming on that, playing that over and over. Other than that, I've just been hanging out. What have you been playing? What'd you buy?
So we got Wolfenstein and we got Injustice 2. So we'll be playing that.
I didn't know you got Wolfenstein.
No, well, yeah, we got him. Don't worry.
Oh,
Don't worry, dog.
okay.
That's why I didn't bring up Injustice too.
Yeah.
You should have took my cue.
I got you. No, but yeah, between us, we got both of those. And so we got that. We can whoop Jeremy on Injustice. I can't wait to jump on him with it. But that's it. I mean, the sales were great, but I kind of, if I went down that rabbit hole, I'd been like Jeremy, but probably would have spent more money.
And they come at an awkward time.
Yeah, right after. Yeah,
I don't get paid I don't get paid every Friday, or sometimes any Friday, because I get paid in the middle of the month and at the end.
Well, we get
so
paid.
It's like the 26th is tight.
Yeah, we're me and Cam are a little lucky in this, but we get paid every week, so we're flexible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
but yeah, I mean, I was really happy with those, and we got plenty to play. Don't you worry. Don't you fucking worry. And we might even be able to record a little bit of this gameplay and bring it right to you, because we hope that you're checking out Select Start. And if you're not, something's wrong with you.
Yeah, on the night that we're recording this, the first episode drops at midnight. And by the time you get this on Friday, there'll be 2 motherfucking episodes.
That's a Black Friday deal right there.
That's our gift from Hella Average straight to you. Into your living rooms. We're going to be yelling, screaming, playing games in all our glory. Cannot wait.
Oh, me too. So excited.
Oh, so we got our gaming in. We got some good deals. What kind of news do we have? You know what? No, I'm skipping over ahead again. I checked new releases, ladies and gentlemen. There's not a whole lot. I mean, there's almost zero. The Switch had a few indies and some titles come to it. So, nothing of note. We're going to kind of brush over it because our Game of the Year discussion is going to take a while. So, I'll have the list up. Go check it out. HellaAverageGaming.com under the news tab. I'll have all the new releases up so you can go check it out there. I hate to brush over it like that, but I'm telling you, there's not really a whole lot. The holidays are here. I'm sure you've got plenty to play. So, I don't think it's that much of a big deal. I really don't. But we do got a little bit of news since last week. We recorded early last week, but even then, there's still not been a whole lot of news. The Marvel Heroes Omega totally shut down. It's been shut down, and that was a PC game. Kind of put you in the mind of like, well, no, it started on PC and it got ported over to consoles. It got ported over to both consoles. If I'm not mistaken, am I lying?
I don't know. I thought it might have just been on all 3, but it might have started on PC and moved to console. I only know it from the console.
Yeah, it started on PC. It was kind of put you in mind of like DC Universe Online. Or like
Except
maybe like
pre-made characters.
Pre-made characters, yeah. So it was on PC for a while, came over to the consoles, and they decided to kill it off. I don't know if it wasn't doing well or what the whole thing behind it was. I know that, so I heard from Giant Bomb that they missed a couple of their like weekly updates, like they're supposed to do like weekly blogs or something to keep the fans in the loop, and they just skipped 2 or just didn't do them. I don't know what was behind that.
And then they got shut down.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is like I wonder what they're going to do with the people who put money into it. Like, are you just shit out of luck?
They're just shit out of luck. That's
the same thing as like you put money in the stock market and the fucking market goes to 0. You lost everything.
I guess that makes sense.
That's the risk you take with these online games, man. They could be gone and they're just gone.
I'm sure when you click that, I agree to the terms and conditions, it just somewhere in there, it's like, we got all your money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like, you're going to suck every one of our dicks when we shut this game down. Haha, boy.
Yeah, well, it sounds like they weren't getting too much anyway.
I thought it was pretty popular. When they announced that this was getting shut down, I saw a lot of activity about this on Twitter.
Yeah.
And it might have just been because people get hyped up about these things happening, so they start to express their feelings for a game that they might not have been playing anymore.
Well, you mean to tell me Twitter overreacted to something? Get out.
Jeremy, you're not even on Twitter. Your opinion doesn't count. Twitterless.
Well, so here's what it said. The game originally came out in 2013 on the PC, so it's been around for 4 years. When it got released on the consoles, that's when they kind of renamed it. It was Marvel Heroes 2015, Marvel Heroes 2016, and Marvel Heroes Omega. So it was released on PS4 and Xbox One earlier this year, but according to this article, and I'm on Polygon right now, since mid-October, the game developers kind of went quiet on social media, and then bam, they hit you with the goodbye.
They probably got told at that time that they went quiet that it was going to be, this is on the short end of its stick as it is. So, we're just going to end up phasing you out anyway. So, here's your package.
Yeah, bye-bye. So, I'm sure this game has some... I'm sure it had its following, so it was definitely, to be 4 years old, it did something right, It was free to play, so it's probably kept it going by this. But it's probably a normal free to play model where you can pay monthly to get all the perks, or you can probably piecemeal it by little microtransactions. But it's going bye-bye, which is sad because I really like those type of games. Even I can't tell you how many times I've got hooked into DC Universe and how sad my wallet was for it.
No.
But other than that, the only other big thing, and I'm sure you've heard about this whole Bungie coming under fire, and I'm not sure exactly how it went down, but apparently somebody posted on Reddit that something was going on with the XP, and then you found out that Bungie was downscaling XP. And
dramatically.
Now the community's in an uproar, and they're trying to fix it. But
they're going to redeem themselves. It's not that big of a debacle, in my opinion. It just sucked because it came out during the double XP weekend. I think that's why everybody was upset.
Yeah, and apparently, and another thing was this was running in the background. It was, they called it like a quote unquote like hidden scaler. So the hidden scaling system was found out. And I don't know exactly how it worked. I was reading an article. Like if you were playing certain things that required a longer amount of time, you got more XP. And if you were playing stuff that didn't take a lot of time at all, you could do really fast, and it gave you less XP. I think that's what it was.
And it dealt with the overtime as well. People were doing the same activities over and over to farm experience. So the first time you would do it, you'd say would get 5,000. And that might stay going for a while, and then you would get to a point where then you might only get half of that, or even a tenth of that for the whole thing. It was that was the type of scaling that was happening. I don't know the exact figures. So over time, it just kept dwindling down. Yeah,
that's pretty shitty. You think that Bungie being this big of a company, they'd be a little bit more on top of their game, but hey, they're gonna fix it.
You got to think, when you put in a double experience weekend, have you tested it to the point where somebody plays the game for 10, 15, 16 hours?
No,
you have somebody in the lab sitting there playing for 10, 15, 16 hours. Me and you don't play like that. We play for 5 hours. But imagine if that's all you want to do is just grind. Boom, boom, boom. You'd put in half a day, 12 hours straight. You'd feel robbed, but I don't think that's how they test their games.
Yeah, obviously I don't go to work to Bungie every day, but I'm sure that this was something they just overlooked. I couldn't see this being a malicious thing. Or maybe even they just thought this was the right way to do it. Who knows? We don't know, but they're going to fix it. They're going to get back on top of it. And yeah, of course the fans are pissed because, don't mess with my XP, don't mess with my loot. That's kind of what you want in those games,
Exactly.
So it'll get fixed, and I know Jeremy will be really happy once that gets fixed because that's his favorite game in the whole wide world.
Oh man, I've just been dreading the day when I can't go in there and shoot things and space wizards and whatnot. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of tuned out on this whole conversation.
Probably back there eating Hot Pockets and Cheetos or something.
You know it, man. That's the basic Fruit Groups right there.
So that's it. That's it for the news. That's it for the new releases. Now let's get into the nitty gritty. What you've all been waiting for. It's time to discuss the game of the year.
Gotta say, it was nice fitting the Rocky music
beautiful.
For ours.
Hey, that's it right there. I like that. So here's how we're going to do this. We've each got our top 5. We're not going to do an overall hella average game of the year. So me, Jeremy, and Carmen, we've each compiled our list. Top 5 games. This is more or less our opinions. What do we think is game of the year? So, if you hate it and disagree with us, let us know. If you love it, let us know. So you're going to hear different top 5s from all of us, probably. Then we're going into different categories. And we haven't decided these categories before this. So you're going to be hearing it live. This is like a live recording almost. Because we don't even know what's going to happen. So we're going to have best fighting game, best indie, best RPG, best new IP, best soundtrack, best console exclusive, which company had the best overall library, and what was the best remake. So you're going to hear all this, and we're going to blow your minds.
We're also going to have...
It's amazing.
We're also have a little extra categories at the end. And of course, as always, my opinions are the only ones that count. So
Yes, Jeremy's bringing the top secret sauce. Jeremy's special, something we don't know about.
my special blend, thick and creamy and a little salty.
But does the world know that Jeremy's just the intern?
They don't. I'm telling you, that's why he's been in the car seat for like the past 3 weeks. He's in the car seat in the back.
No, what people don't understand is I don't actually exist. I'm just an algorithm.
What?
Yeah, I'm like Hal from Deep Odyssey, 2001.
Yeah, you're like IBM's Watson.
Yes.
All right,
Except
so,
not as smart and still just as ugly.
Yeah, I can beat you at chess. All right, here we go. So here's what we're going to start. We're going to go in order. We're going to go with Jeremy, Carmen, and me. We're starting with the top 5. We're starting with the 5th, and our number 1 will be last. Of course, you got to save the best for last.
We're going to give it a little brief description on why we chose that game.
Absolutely. So, gentlemen, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Jeremy, what's your number 5?
All right, bringing it in at number 5, I have picked Samus Returns, Metroid 2 for the 3DS.
Wow, starting out with the handheld title.
That's right. I didn't want my list to be comprised of all console exclusives, and I did enjoy the crap out of Metroid, even though I didn't beat it. But this was a fantastic remake. It was beautiful to look at, hauntingly beautiful music. It really did what a remake should. It took the base gameplay of the original and just expanded on it in every way, added new features. It almost felt like a completely new game. And the only thing that kept it from being higher is the fact that it is rather short. But it's also got some wonky controls. You know, as the game went on, I just still thought the counter system was a little counterintuitive. Nice idea, but it shouldn't have been implemented so much. But at the end of the day, I thought this was just a great game that everyone, if you have a 3DS, there's no reason not to own this game. And quite frankly, if we were doing a top 10 for all consoles, this would be my number 1 3DS game of the year.
That's awesome. That's one that neither of us experienced. Although I do have a 3DS, I don't think I broke it out in probably, 8 months or something. But that's good. Good top pick. That's a good way to start us out. I like that. All right. Carmen, what you got?
My 5th game, the game for me, is Horizon.
Nice.
Oh, so high on the list.
I was surprised it even made it on his list, really.
It's
Okay.
5th.
Yeah, still, it's good.
But, it's a good game. The story's fantastic. The environments are beautiful. It just didn't hook into me. And now for an overall game of the year, say, to the masses for the award shows, this game's going to clean up.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
I agree.
But it just didn't grab me. I mean, I liked it. I liked what I played, and I enjoyed it. Gameplay's solid. It just got stale. But it still ranks high in the list. And I think that's mainly because of where it's going to fall to the masses.
Plus, come on, you're hunting robot dinosaurs. I mean,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
But you're hunting them with a bow and arrow.
That's what makes it awesome.
Man, I got beast mode with that bow and arrow. I can't lie. Killing with that bow and arrow.
I mean, it was fun at first. But it just got tiresome.
That actually surprises me. I thought that you were going to have... I thought it was going to be in your list. I didn't think it was going to hit 5, but that was a surprise to hear you start out with that one.
Like I said,
it wasn't 5th until last week.
Okay.
Like I said, with the way he was downplaying it, I thought it wasn't even going to make it on there at all.
You got to give it some credit. You cannot give it credit.
Oh, it definitely deserves some credit. I absolutely agree.
Hit us with your number 5, Cam.
All right, here we go. So bringing it in at my number 5, we've got Destiny 2.
Wow, I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
I had to put it in there. I know that, especially Carmen and Jeremy know how much I fanboyed over Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
And when Destiny 2 came out, my opinion was probably jaded, but that doesn't take away the fact that this game
was mediocre.
It took everything that Destiny got wrong, improved it. It hooked into me in such a way that I was thinking about it on my car ride to work, thinking about it at work, thinking about it on my car ride home from work. I mean, this game has provided me with hours of fun. Not only that, I'm playing with my friends, and we're making memories that way. It's a beautiful game. This got that in-game loot, chasing the loot, the grind that I love. So for that, the gunplay is top part. I don't know if you can beat it when it comes to that. So I mean, for all those reasons, I had to get it on there, and I got it at number 5.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I say
There
I
we
thought
go.
I thought that was gonna be your number 1. Honestly,
I figured you did. I couldn't do it at number 1. There's too many good games that came out this year
I gotta say
that I enjoyed.
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Good.
Yes.
Good. All right, Jeremy. Number 4.
Number 4. Coming in at number 4, we have Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
Yet
Now
another.
let's be clear. This is a
It's a remake.
How do we remake?
It's a remake,
So-
just like Metroid was. So this counts.
Yes.
Not only is this now the reason this ranked higher than Metroid, even though they're both remakes, is number 1, I have never played a Crash Bandicoot game in my life. I played a lot of Metroid games, so I already knew what I was getting into with Metroid. This is my first experience with Crash, and it turned me into a Crash fan. Now, number 2, this game just... Man, this is how you do a remake. This game looks beautiful. It looks like it could be like a Pixar movie almost. The graphics are so damn good. The gameplay is really tight. Except for one stage, which we all know which one that is. I felt like all of my deaths were deserved and were my own. There's tons of secrets to get, and it's $40 and it's 3 complete games. It is such an amazing value. It's just one of my absolute favorite purchases of the year. I had absolutely no qualms with getting this, and if for whatever reason, like my disc broke or malfunctioned, I'd absolutely buy it again at full price. I love this game.
Good choice.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that choice a lot, and you can definitely tell that Vicarious Visions, the people who remade this game, put a lot of care into it.
Oh,
and it's just a fantastic game. So good call on that one, Jerry.
If I could though, really quickly, the only complaint I have with this game is I wish that I didn't have to sit through that cutscene every time I start the game of old Polygon Bandicoot going through the machine and getting spiffed up. I just want to get down to the action.
Yeah, I kind of have that. I don't like having to sit through any cutscene in any game. I want to have the chance to skip it if I want to.
Yeah.
All right, Carmen, what you got? Number 4.
Next Machina. And this game was a pickup last week, right?
Yep. Last week, picked it up.
A few days before we recorded last week, I picked it up and I played it for a little bit. And that fucking game is tight. Housemarque has killed it. Like, they got it down, the arcade-style games. I mean, sad to see them not doing this moving forward. But this game is crispy. Looks good. Gameplay is on point. You can't complain about it at all. It's tough. It's challenging. It's a fun game to learn if you like to chase high scores. This is a game for you. I still have to dig into it and get my wits about it. And I'm excited for this game. I'm excited to start playing this heavy.
If I would have had a chance to play this just a little bit more, it could have crept into my top 5. Like, this game is a good fucking game. Like, really good. And I'm with you on that. I hate that they're going to kind of stop this style.
And it breaks my list only because I know how deep I'm going to dive into this. Like, how addicted to Resogun I am, made by the same people. It's like I play Resogun almost every day. Like, this is about to be one of my everyday games.
Wow, that's awesome. Good choice. And a newcomer, too, at that.
Yeah, I mean, they came out mid-year. I think they came out in
I mean, like,
July?
newcomer for you, because you just picked
Oh,
it up.
yeah.
That's awesome. All right. So bringing it in at number 4 for me, we've got Cuphead. I can't say a whole lot more about this game that I haven't said a bajillion times on this podcast. But this game, it makes me smile. I cut this game on, I'm smiling. The old cartoon style is awesome. The bosses are pissing me off. But I'm loving it. Like, it's hard. If you die, you died because you did it. The game doesn't shit you. The mechanics are really cool. You can upgrade the type of shot you have. You can get a new power, new supers. It's such a cool game. The art style is what takes this game over the top.
I was gonna say I thought that would be higher on your list, honestly. Cuphead.
Yeah. It was hard. Like, I did some moving around. But I tried to do it. Like, it grabbed me as like a fan. Like, I'm kind of like googly eyed to it, but I wanted to try to make sure I had it in its right place. Without getting too hooked by it.
You know, I was almost actually going to put this on my list, but I didn't get to play it enough to really warrant a position on there. But I guarantee if I played through it all the way, it would have been in the top 5.
Yeah, it's just there's something about it. I mean, if you have an Xbox, this is one of those games that I think you have to have.
Yes, I agree.
You know, especially with the weak lineup that the Xbox rolled out with this year. I mean, if you don't have this game, then you're basically wasting your console at that point. So, don't have it, go get it. Cuphead is bringing the heat. I love it. Number 4 on the list. I thought it would be higher too, don't you worry. I had to do some real finagling.
Makes me wonder what the top 3 are going to be.
All right. So, speaking of top 3, Jeremy, why don't you kick us off with number 3?
Coming in at number 3, we have Nier Automata.
Oh.
Yes.
Great choice.
When this first came out, I thought this was going to be my game of the year, but then some other ones came out. But I absolutely love this game. I was a huge fan of the first Nier, although it was very flawed. Nier Automata, Nier Automata to me is what Destiny 2 is to Cam. It took everything I loved about the first game and improved on it, and all the stuff I hated about the first game and got rid of it. It had a better story, had better characters. The only thing that was not quite as good was the soundtrack, or the soundtrack was fucking amazeballs. It had multiple playthroughs, it had 26 different endings, a bunch of joke endings. The graphics were fantastic. The only thing I thought could have really been improved was the side quests. They were plentiful, but they really just kind of evolved into fetch quests or go here and kill this enemy. I would like them to have been a bit more in-depth and just worth doing. But overall, this was just a fantastic game. It's an experience that needs to be experienced, and it's weird. It's definitely that Yoko Taro weird factor that you're either gonna love or you're gonna hate. But man, and the combat is so freaking smooth. It's a mix between God of War and Devil May Cry. And 2B is just awesome. And her ass is amazing.
Fantastic choice, Jerry.
Yes.
Fantastic. Great way to describe that game, too, because that game has quite a niche feel to it. So
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's definitely is the definition of a niche title. But it's my kind of niche.
There you go. Bringing it at number 3, you've got Nier Automata. And Carmen, what you got for number 3?
Despite the brief amount of time that I played this game while we were recording, Cuphead has taken a very large piece of my heart and made me wish that I owned an Xbox One.
Nice.
That's what I like to hear.
Yes.
But I will not be purchasing said Xbox One.
Can't blame you.
Just because the library's weak, I would only buy it for one game. And if I really want to play it, I'll just go to Cam's house. It's another excuse to see you guys.
Yeah, same here.
Beautiful. I love that excuse.
So, Cam talked about the game. We've talked about the game so much. I didn't realize how beautiful the game was until we had it on that television.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I saw the videos. I saw the pictures. It wasn't enough. It didn't do it justice.
Yep.
The game on the TV was amazeballs.
It's beautiful. It blows you away when you see it.
Yep, it's challenging. It's super frustrating. It's like everything that I love about a game. It's like what I love about Mega Man X, like the challenge, trying to figure out the mechanics and figuring out what weapons are going to work best and
it's
how to do it.
Yeah, where you fight that boss and he kills you, but then you learn from it. And you come back and get a little farther each time.
Exactly.
And then you just, when you come back in future plays, you just roll through them because you know exactly what to do.
Or on some of those bosses, you're hoping just for the right roll, like you want the right RNG to come out. You get the right part at the right time. That's one of the best parts. Yeah, that God run. That's some of the best parts about that game.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic choice, Carmen. I'm surprised that made it, but I'm glad it did. So I'll bring it in at number 3. And my number 3 is Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy. And Jeremy took a lot of the words out of my mouth, but this game looks phenomenal. I did have a little bit of experience with Crash back in the day, but it was like playing it at a cousin's house for a little bit of time. Never went through and played the whole thing. And this game came out, and like you said, you get 3 games for $30, $40, and they're phenomenal. I mean, it's a great upgrade. It's if you fuck up again, it's kind of like, oh, just missed that jump, or I should have timed this better. But it's a great time waster that I was smiling when I was playing. Sometimes I couldn't put that game down. It'd be like one more run, One more run. So you know how that rabbit hole gets. And a lot of this is the fact that I just had fun playing it. It's just pure fun. Seeing this is an iconic character on the PlayStation. And it's great to see it back on the screen. And this fidelity, with this graphic fidelity.
Something else I forgot to mention too about Crash was not only is it 3 games, but they're 3 games that just keep getting better. Like the first game's great, the second game's even better, and the third game's the best one. They just improve.
So, again, another title that I would say you need to have in your library.
Like I say, we're having more overlap than I thought we would.
Yeah, we're having a lot of overlap. It's pretty crazy.
I'm glad too, because these are good games. These are games that we need to tell the masses about. That, if you haven't played some of these games, go get them. Because they made our year.
I think that overlap's about to stop, because we're getting down to our top 2 now.
All right, top 2, Jeremy. Hit us with some heat.
My number 2 game is a 0. And that 0 is Yakuza 0.
I knew it was going to be on there somewhere.
Yep. I fucking love this game. I played Yakuza 1 and 2 on the PS2, and I thought they were pretty good, but I got this brand new when it first came out, and I just loved it. I love this. Like, people love the Grand Theft Auto games, and I think they're just okay. I can't get into them. But something about the Yakuza games just draw me in. I think it's because the story is fucking amazing in these games. The combat is so damn good. Where Grand Theft Auto focuses on just mayhem and run and gun and, piling vehicles. This focuses in a much smaller area of the game. You're in just certain parts of the city, and they really focus on hand-to-hand combat. You have 2 characters, each have 3 distinct fighting styles that you can switch up on the fly. There's some brutal fucking moves in this game. You're cracking skulls, you're using baseball bats, chains. There's like some River City Ransom shit going on here. And there is just a ton of side content. None of it is required, but so much of it is just so much fun. Whether it's managing real estate with Kazuya, or whether it's going with Goro and opening up your own hostess bar, in which you have to manage a bunch of girls while they try and suck as much money out of your customers as possible. It's just so much fun, and I've really, like I said, I can't mention this enough, I've gotten into this story so much. It's like some Godfather level shit. And I really want to see these 2 guys just make it through to the end.
That's awesome, because this is a series that I never personally got into.
Oh, I highly recommend it.
The way you talk about it, it's not hard to want to get into it.
And considering this is a prequel, this is the best game to step into, because it happens before all the other games.
That's awesome. That is the best part about it, because this is a perfect jumping point, and it sounds like it's one of the best games.
Oh, one of the best games of the year, in my opinion.
There you go.
There
you got it. Yakuza 0.
Only eclipsed by one other game, but what could it be?
Oh, I think I have an idea. We'll
Don't
see.
spoil it. Don't spoil it.
I'm not. All right, Carmen.
As well.
Carmen.
I'm sure you guys do.
Carmen, coming in at number 2. What do you got for me?
I got Crash Bandicoot.
Nice.
Ooh, there we go.
Crash
It brought me back to my childhood. I played all of these games as a kid. I beat all these games as a kid, and then when they brought them back, it's classic. I could play it. You can jump into the game at any moment, play a few levels. You feel super satisfied. The game, as you guys have beaten to the dirt already, it looks amazing. They crushed it. This is the standard for remakes. It's just an overall phenomenal game.
Couldn't agree more. I've said my piece on it, but I could not agree more.
It's the only game we've had so far overlapped all 3 of our lists.
Yep, that's beautiful.
That's how good of a game it is.
Awesome. So I'll bring it in at number 2, because this one might overlap a little bit. But my number 2 is going to be Nier Automata.
Nice. Wow. I'm surprised you actually liked it a little better than me.
I did, because so here's what happened. While I was working, this was back closer to the beginning of the year, and I was working with Jeremy, and I'd heard about Nier before, and I heard it was a pretty good RPG. Never played Nier. So Jeremy picked up Nier Automata, and he started telling me about this game, telling me about this stuff, and I was like, this sounds really fucking cool. So finally, he beat it, he let me borrow it, and I played it, and then I just kind of got lost in it. The fighting style was something that was pretty unique. I mean, but what really drug it home was the story behind it and the characters. It's not like your A, B, and C cookie cutout characters. Like, you get a lot of different, and some of it's kind of weird, but you get a lot of different characters, and the story is ripped straight out of a fucked up Japanese anime.
Oh, it is melancholy to a T. This is not
Yeah.
This is not a happy sunshine feel good hour here.
No. But it just hooked me. I mean, the RPG elements were awesome. You can level up weapons, 4 times, and each time you level up a weapon, you get a new piece of a story about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you play through 3 times. You have to play through 3 times to get the whole story. It's like Jeremy said, there's 26 endings. Some are joke endings, but there's one ending for every letter of the alphabet. It's just, and I've always been an RPG fan at heart. I started out with MMOs back with EverQuest. I think it's the first big RPG that I ever got to, started playing. And this game just hooked me, and I played it and played it and played it, and I finally gave it up. But for the month or so that I had it, I loved it. I was thinking hard, and man, it just hooked me in.
I gotta tell you, I'm pleasantly surprised at this.
Yeah. It's something that I'm glad that I took the chance to play because. You see where we are now. It's hitting my number 2 on the top list.
You're expanding your horizons.
Very much am. Very much am. So, dun, dun, dun. Are we ready?
Carmen? Oh,
number
no.
1?
No, Jeremy, you're first, buddy. You can't go out of order.
Oh, that's
here.
right. I forgot. Okay.
Come on. So we can't break rotation.
You can't get out of this.
I forgot the order we were going in. I thought Carmen was doing his number 2. I forgot.
Jeremy's like, nope, I'm not going first.
Where are we?
Fuck that.
Here we go.
Where are my pills?
Number 1. Get the fireworks ready. What do we got, Jeremy?
My number 1 is number 5, Persona 5.
I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Only because I've been gushing about this game ever since I got on the podcast. I fucking love this game. Much like Yakuza 0, I played Persona 3 and I played Persona 4. Persona 3 I thought was okay, but I didn't like the time restraints. It was very limited to what you could do. Persona 4, I played on the PS Vita. I played Golden. It was much better. The story was fantastic. It was a little bit more open in what it allowed you to do. But man, Persona 5 just knocked it out of the fucking ballpark. The characters are amazing. I love the art style. The combat is just so flashy and well done. The music is fantastic. The story is great. But what I think I really loved was the themes of the game. I mean, not your thieves, which is right there just awesome. All your characters represent different style of thieves. Like you have the charismatic, charming rogue. You have the tough biker. You have the street punk. But I also like the fact this game tackled like real world issues that people deal with. And nothing like political, but just like things people deal with in their lives, like people dying, issues of depression, sexual harassment, greedy corporations, corrupt politicians, and they did it in such a damn good way. And of course, there's all kinds of people you can interact with, and you interact with them so you can level up your persona and get stronger, but at the same time, these people are super fucking interesting, including a doctor who ran out of her profession just for trying to help people. There's a young boy who hangs out at arcade as a master of video games, but whose mom neglects him at home. There's all kinds of personal stories, and you really get to feel for the people of this world. And again, the story is fantastic. It's actually a very damn good mystery. I don't want to spoil anything of the story. It's really worth playing. But if you are going to play it, you got to be prepared, because I plunked down 120 hours, I believe, into this game just on one playthrough. But yeah,
that's what happens when you love a game.
Seriously, all that brings Persona 5 at my number 1 game of the year, hands down. Atlas crushed it.
No surprise. I knew it I knew how much time you put into it. What we were getting into on that one. Awesome pick. I'm down with that. And actually, I might have to cop it from you when I get a little bit of time and start playing it.
Oh, definitely.
So, Carmen, are you ready to drop the boom?
I don't know if you're ready. You're not ready.
I'm ready because I'm excited. I'm ready to hear it, man.
Is it? Let me guess. It's Battlefront 2.
Oh God.
No.
Oh. What other online shooter with a 2 in it could it be?
Is it?
Maybe, but let me get to it. My real number 1 game of the year, game that I can't stop thinking about, can't stop playing. It comes from the Chinese. 144 tiles.
No way.
You play it with 3 other people. It's
Oh,
the latest version of Mahjong Legends.
Oh shit,
Bro, we've been talking
That
about
fucking game is
Mahjong bringing the heat.
phenomenal.
dude! I said game.
Mahjong bringing the heat.
I said game of the year, not greatest game of all time. You're breaking
Fucking
the
game of the
rules.
Damn.
century.
Karma, you got to calm it down and save some shit for the rest of us, man.
God,
I gotta catch my breath.
smoked us on that.
Man.
But on a more serious note, Destiny 2 brings it home for me.
So surprising. I did not know it was going to be your number one.
Even though
I
that
kind of do.
I've slacked off on my play, the gameplay hooked me so well. I still think about it constantly. I still enjoy the raid, despite how frustrating it is with blueberries and UCAM. I don't know, something about, like, I just have high standards, and I want to play the game at a high level, and, you know, it's a fun game. They did it well. They fixed all the issues. They fixed all the problems I had. I think the raid's fun. I wish that they were bringing more content in the DLC, but I can't complain. I played Destiny 1 like a madman. I was max level for months and just kept grinding and grinding and grinding. And I don't have that drive for this game, but I could get on it right now, have a good time, smoke some faces in the Crucible, run the raid if I had a competent group, and have a blast. And it's just a great game. And you're not going to take my light, motherfucker, let me tell you, because I'm going to get it back.
That's what I like to hear. Oh, Bungie, bringing it in. That's awesome. I'm happy for it. I didn't think it was going to be number one. I can't lie.
I didn't think so either until I started making the list.
That's what I'm telling you. You sit down and you start looking at it, and you're like, okay.
I mean, I'm still winded from Mahjong. I'm not going to lie. I'm breathing pretty heavy right now. I got to lose some weight.
That's awesome. So, I guess it's my turn to hit number one. And yet again, it's going to overlap with a little bit on this one. But my number one game of the year, the game that just got me all giddy inside for the whole year, that would be Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't think there was too much of a surprise there.
Not really.
That story, like, I went in, like, and it was just like a fucking vortex just sucked me in, like, all the way. I'm done for. I did all the side content on that mission, or all the side missions in the game, except for the content that I just hated doing, which was like the hunting grounds.
Yeah, I can see
the
that.
story hooked me in. I went and got the most OP armor. I mean, I spent time just fucking with these monsters to fuck with them. Like, I was a god with this bow. This game had me hooked. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was playing it every chance I got.
I specifically remember, like, it was like the day after you got it, you came to work and you said, "Man, this might be like my favorite game of all time."
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's like, for this new IP to come out from a game or from a developer who's known for shooters. I mean, Guerrilla's Killzone is their franchise. And to bring us into this, and they had a great world there, to bring us into this world, a brand new world with this whole story behind it, this mystery. And you're trying to unravel why you're here, who you are, why these robot dinosaurs are here. And the world's beautiful. And you're interacting with these tribes. Each tribe has different, unique aspects to them. I mean, what else? What can you say? The game felt amazing.
I mean, you had me at robot dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this could be one of the best games of all time.
There you go. That's a good pick.
It definitely ranks up there. There's no denying what it's done for gaming and where it's going. I'm excited to hear about the DLC when you get into it. I want to see what they bring, and I hope they make a sequel.
I do too. I really do.
I'm pretty sure they will.
I'm with Carmen in that it didn't hook me, although I do not doubt it's a fantastic game. But I would definitely buy the sequel. I'd love to get back into it.
I hope they take a little bit of time off, get to the drawing board, maybe get us another Killzone, and then go back to it.
I think they said they're done with Killzone though.
Yeah, I thought Killzone was dead.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know if I didn't never heard that. So, well then, there goes that idea. Well, just take some time, go to the drawing board. Don't rush it out. Just let it organically, incubate.
Yeah, like let this one cook.
Yeah,
for a while.
Let this be your Last of Us 2.
Absolutely. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The top 5 games of the year as voted by the lovely fellas at the Hell Average Gamescast. So we're going to keep it moving. We're going to go into some categories here. And let's start it out. We'll go ahead and hit best fighting game of the year. So, actually, you know what? Let me preface with the games that we picked on our top 5. These are only games that we played. Now, we are fully aware that there are plenty of games. We did not get a chance to play Assassin's Creed. We just bought Wolfenstein. We just got Injustice. We don't
have a Switch.
We don't have it. None of us have a Switch, which we need to jump on, obviously. So we recognize that there's probably several games that we didn't put on our list that should be on there. So
However,
just,
that
cut us some slack.
That does not apply to these categories, though.
Yes, this is everything goes. What we think is going to be the top of all these categories. So I just wanted to preface that because people will probably be bitching like, why didn't you do this? What about Mario?
Yeah, where's the Mario? Where's your Zeldas? Well, we don't have a Switch. That's it.
We'll get a Switch eventually. Next year, somebody's going to have a Switch. I don't know who it is. Probably going to be me. But somebody's going to have a Switch, damn it. Now, if you want us to have a Switch faster, feel free to head on over and become a patron. And we will get a Switch in all the Nintendo games in a heartbeat with a quickness, won't we, Connor?
Let's go. The link will be in the description below.
If you want to see Nintendo copyright strike our Let's Play of Mario Odyssey, donate now.
There we go. Best fighting game. So are we going to limit this to straight up fighting? Like no kind of curveballs in here like, I don't know, PUBG or something?
No.
PUBG's not a fighter.
It's not a fighting game, dude.
It was a joke. Just a joke. Come on, guys.
This isn't funny, man. This is real.
You mentioned PUBG and the damn some people go Super Saiyan on this podcast.
Ultra Instinct, dog.
Yeah. Versus Kefla.
I watched that YouTube video, by the way. That's fucking awesome.
Is that not the shit?
Yes. If you're not watching Dragon Ball Super, you need to start right now.
That's the best fight game of the year right there.
All right. So let's run down some contenders here. We've got Injustice 2.
Got Tekken 7.
Tekken 7.
Street Fighter 5.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I think that was it, more or less.
Yeah, I think that covers our strong bases.
Oh, ARMS. We can put ARMS.
Yeah, I was thinking ARMS.
Yeah,
put
ARMS out
in
of the
there.
conversation.
Yeah, ARMS.
Let me pull up a quick list just to see if we're missing anything big. I don't think we are. I mean, because those are definitely at least the main ones.
I can't think of any other fighting games.
Guilty Gear?
Another one?
Did it come out? Did
No.
we have one this year?
I don't know. I don't think so. I know I got one for cheap, but I think it was like an old version. I mean, I already know
Even
mine.
still, if it's not on our radars for something that we're even looking for, I don't think we need to look it up.
I agree.
Fine by me. So there we go. I'm casting my vote right now. I'm going to say Injustice.
I was going to say, I think we can all agree in Injustice 2.
You want to give us some argument, Carmen? All right,
I
what
disagree.
You got,
Tekken 7. Have you seen this fucking game?
Yeah, I have seen a lot of it.
It's beautiful.
The graphics are A+. It's true to Tekken fighting. Short burst combos. It's like the juggles are there. People are wrecking them. They got all your characters.
But dude, can you play as Ninja Turtles?
That's true.
I don't
think about
think so.
Think about the the provenance, like the what Tekken brings to the table. So many years of gaming and
exactly.
Tekken's in the esports space.
I mean, Tekken 7 is definitely my number 2 fighting game of the year, but just something about Injustice is just I think it's because the story mode is so much better. You cannot beat Neversoft. I mean, not Neversoft, NetherRealm in the story department on these games.
And I think that for you guys, that it really pulls on you because of the characters that are in the game.
Oh, obviously.
I was literally
to them more frequently.
I was literally about to say the fanboy just gushes out of me when I see a DC fighting game.
I mean,
it's like you get to use all these characters, but I think Tekken's a better fighting game.
I can get behind that. Like, Tekken mechanically is a better fighter, but I'm not a technical fighter. I like just go in there, do some cool looking combos, look badass doing it, and pull off some awesome ultra move, and that's what Injustice lets me do. That's why I pick Injustice.
One of my favorite fighting characters of all time is Eddie.
I always like Hwarong, the South Korean kickboxer.
Man, Carmen brings a good point to the table. I'm going to go ahead and say it just because, and it's purely because it's DC. I'm going with Injustice.
Looks like majority rules.
Majority rules, but I want to make sure that you got an asterisk. Carmen does not agree. Tekken 7 is Carmen's game, but we're going to have to go with majority being Injustice 2.
That can be our runner-up,
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Easily. I mean, Street Fighter for what it was okay, but I don't think that it kept the name going well.
I think it was the weakest fighter this year, honestly. Street Fighter.
Yeah. And then, what was that? What else did we
Marvel.
had one more.
Marvel.
Marvel,
Arms.
yeah.
Arms was good, but it needed much more content. Marvel, pretty much the same. Good, but needed more content.
Arms was great for Nintendo to just bring a new fighting IP. They did good with that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I think overall our picks are pretty good with that. So
Solid.
there you have it. I got to save these so I can talk about them later. I got to tell my girlfriend, baby, guess what we did?
Oh, Dad, it's Game of the Year. Please listen.
I will wake her up. She'll be pissed.
Yeah, go ahead and wake her up right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. All right.
Pussy.
Let's move on. Best indie title. There are quite a few of these, okay?
My pick is Cuphead.
Mine's Cuphead.
I mean, do we got to go? Okay,
No,
so yeah, mine is 2.
It's
But
Cuphead.
let's go over some of the other ones that we could have had here.
The other ones are Cuphead, and Cuphead.
I literally typed.
What's the best 5 indie games of all time?
Cuphead.
Cuphead, and Cuphead. Cuphead spits hot fire.
That's funny because I typed in best indie game Cuphead and then I put runner-up Cuphead.
Nice.
Now there was the other one that I was going to mention. Honestly, was Hellblade. That game did fantastic.
That's pretty good too. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not going to go over all these indies if we're just going to smash the titles right here. There you have it.
I won't
Best
jump the gun
indie
on
of
the next
year.
category. I'll let us spit out some other games. Sorry, I got excited.
Best indie, unanimously, by the way, Cuphead takes this best indie title.
And rightfully so.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. That was stiff competition, in all honesty. You know what I thought? What about... Is that Uncharted game considered an indie title?
No, that's
first
not
party.
That's AAA. It's Naughty Dog, dude.
Yeah, but it's not even a full title. It's like a second offshoot.
It's a first party game.
It's a first party DLC.
That's fine. First party indie, like I'm gonna call it light indie.
Indie means it's not made by a really recognized.
I know the technical definition.
Don't be.
He's trying to give it some PUBG definition.
Exactly. PUBG is the best game of 2007.
Best RPG.
You know my pick.
Persona.
That's right.
Nier. Yakuza. Neo.
Final Fantasy 15.
Final Fantasy 15.
15 didn't come out this year.
Did it not?
It came out in November last year.
Oh shit!
I know it confuses you because it is actually on a lot of these lists, but it came out last year. I don't know why it's on these lists. Even if and to be honest, even if it was, I would still pick Persona, and I'm a Final Fantasy fan.
Did. All right, what else are we missing? Are we missing it? Does Horizon count? Was Horizon does RPG?
No, that's not an RPG.
Not close enough. Okay.
Nah.
Destiny. I can't think of anything else jumping out at me.
I think that's
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh, that's an RPG.
It's an RPG.
Fuck out of here.
It ain't best nothing.
Are we going to consider... Is Legend of Zelda an RPG?
No, it's not. No. So you got Persona 5, you got Nier Automata, you got Neo. Was that it? I think that was it.
Neo, Nier, Persona.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yakuza.
Yeah, Yakuza's not an RPG.
All right, so anyway, I'm casting my vote for Nier.
How about you, Carmen?
Neo, just from what I've watched.
Okay. Then we have a 3-way tie then between the top 3.
We are split here. I've just never played any of the Personas. I can't.
You really need to. You really need to.
I would like to get behind it.
I think if you played Persona 5, it would be your best RPG of 2017.
I've liked Neo. I like the gameplay with Neo.
I'm surprised because it's very Dark Souls. You don't like Dark Souls.
Very dark. But I did like Bloodborne.
You didn't finish Bloodborne. I loved Bloodborne.
I did not finish Bloodborne, no, but I liked it.
Neo was good. It was my least favorite of the Soul style games. I still think Bloodborne's the best. Dark Souls is second, then Neo. But it's a damn good game. And I love Nier also. But I just adored Persona. It did everything right, in my opinion. I
didn't play any of the games, so I don't have a dog in the race really.
That's fine.
I can't say like, well, this game just blew me away because I got to press triangle, circle, square, X a whole lot.
Exactly.
But from what I watched, then I enjoyed Neo, the gameplay, and then from what I've heard from you guys, it's pulled through for me.
So we can just make this a 3-way tie, I guess.
I like having like winners in this one. I'm gonna
Fight motherfuckers.
I'm gonna put Persona 5 as the winner.
Okay.
Just because I do believe that I would thoroughly enjoy this game, and that would be the majority.
Okay.
But I just think I'd like it better than Neo.
Okay. I think you would, honestly.
So I'm sorry, Carmen.
Yeah.
I mean, I love you to death, Carmen, but damn, dog. I'm sorry I couldn't back you on that one.
It's all good.
Your taste in RPGs suck, Carmen.
You suck! Get out of here! Fuck! Alright. This should be a fun one. Best new IP.
We got ARMS. We got Horizon.
Yep.
We got Neo.
Yep. Cuphead. Horizon. Did you say
I said Horizon, yeah.
Okay. There's plenty more. Not plenty, but
there's plenty more, but not plenty.
Yeah,
I didn't want to say there's like
I had a hard time
new
thinking of new IPs as well.
Let's just stick to those 4 then. I think those are the biggest ones.
I feel like there's something we're missing here. Is there?
It was the hottest IP of the 1600s.
I think that's about it.
Ghost Recon, Wildlands.
That wasn't worthy of mentioning.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm serious.
It's a pretty good ongoing game, man.
Game sucks.
Prey.
Yeah, again, not even worth mentioning.
I want Prey so bad. It's Bethesda, but you know how I am with Bethesda. Lawbreakers.
It's already done. It's already dead.
All right. I'm cat. You know my vote's going.
Lawbreakers, aka not Overwatch.
My vote's going for Horizon.
I'm going with Horizon too.
Carmen.
With Cuphead because it's truly original.
Cuphead is very good.
It's totally unique.
And honestly, I would have cast my vote in with Cuphead, but there's no robot dinosaurs.
It was tough. I mean, it's tough. Like there's a big argument between Horizon and Cuphead.
And I'm not gonna lie, I actually like Cuphead a bit better, but I just think something about Horizon just really grabs me as a new. Like, this has potential to be a new franchise. Cuphead seems like it's just a one and done kind of game.
What I would like.
I don't think so. I think Cuphead's gonna have a few games. I think it's gonna have a few iterations. But I think Horizon doesn't do anything groundbreaking for me.
I can see where you're coming from on that.
I like the world does seem. I mean, although it's not necessarily groundbreaking, just the way they mix technology and tribal stuff is just cool to me.
I just see more potential in the Horizon series than I do in Cuphead. Like, Cuphead, like I said, is just fantastic, but I just don't see it getting very many more games. If any. What I
would hope is that what's called Studio, MDHR. I would hope that they would do more games that aren't Cuphead but are the same art style.
I would think it would be cool if they did more games, but like for different eras, you know?
Or that's
like
just
an
something
80s
along those
lines
lines.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I could see them doing like the Shovel Knight model.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
But it's like different to me. Like, if we're gonna come to a consensus, do you really think that all these borrowed mechanics in Horizon, like, it's like a mix of Assassin's Creed and fucking Deer Hunter 2015?
Yeah, I mean,
in
like,
comparison to something that's so fresh and like a breath of fresh air.
We didn't say it had to be the breath of fresh air. We just had to say best new IP. I just think it has the most potential.
I see it being a franchise. It's a AAA title, so I mean, it did have the budget it had. Like, what you could do was awesome.
I mean,
AAA titles don't flop.
I mean, they do. No, they do.
Flop.
I'm just
they flop.
I know. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm being sarcastic.
Now, when you're comparing it to that, when you're comparing it to that, like, they had a little bit of an edge on Cuphead. But don't get me wrong, I'm not taking anything from Cuphead.
No, Cuphead's fantastic.
I fucking love the game. I just and maybe I just have this game hooked me a little bit too much, but yeah, I mean, the story was phenomenal. I mean, everything about the game I loved. Yeah, did it do anything groundbreaking? Is there anything new? No. but the mixture, everything combined in that game. Like you threw it in a pot and you mix it together, and that game came out. That was a beautiful recipe. But Carmen, I know you're arguing Cuphead. Like you don't have to argue it to me. I appreciate it. Bless you, Jeremy.
Thank you. Ooh. I was allergic to Carmen's bullshit.
I'm just glad I was out of the fire on that one. Usually I'm in the fire with that. Bullshit. Oh man, that's hard though. It's close. That's close. But Horizon, I think does it.
Yeah, Horizon is my number one, but Cuphead is a very, very close number two.
You like how confident Cam was? He was like, I think Horizon was so like mumbling. Like that's not fucking convincing.
I mean, I think I've talked the game up enough just on this podcast alone to be convincing.
I mean, it's your number one, but then when you drift off into, well, I think it's so good.
I'm trying to agree with you. I'm trying to give you some support too, buddy.
I don't need any wins to feel good about myself.
I didn't say you did, buddy. I'm a good friend. I like to be there for you.
I got
regardless.
my participation trophy. I'm good.
You got it. It's a nice shiny ass medal.
Carmen is just a big old Cuphead assault tonight.
Horizon's the best game this year. Suck it. How's
yeah.
That, Carmen? What's the best soundtrack this year? We'll probably agree on this one, Carmen.
Destiny.
And I'm using my veto power for Nier Automata.
So just install the theme for Destiny 2 on your PlayStation for like an hour. And just stay on the home screen. And enjoy.
Yeah, I'll shoot myself in the head first.
Well, we'll clean up the blood and take your games collection.
This mediocrity is killing me.
I don't know. Bungie pays good money for these soundtracks.
For Destiny.
They are. No, I mean, the Destiny soundtrack is phenomenal. And I like Nier, too. Like, the way they did that hardcore, like that end battle, or where you're running through the factory at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was amazing.
It's like a demon orchestra.
That and the credit theme, The Weight of the World, which starts out as Atari music and then goes full orchestra by the end. Oh.
Man, Destiny makes you want to get up off your couch and just
turn off the console.
No, and go fucking quest. Like, you don't even know what you're doing, man, but you want to go quest and shoot some shit.
I sing the soundtrack when we're just sitting around. I don't let anybody miss the soundtrack. Like, we're at the tower, I'm singing that bitch. We're at the farm, I'm singing that bitch. We're in the raid, I'm probably yelling at you because you fucked up.
We get through it. I'm pretty good at the game. I don't want to hear that.
I didn't say I was yelling at you.
You do yell at me, though. It makes me feel bad. I'm crying, and I have to, like, go drink because it makes me fil better, and it's just a vicious cycle.
Oh, yeah, you need me to give you a reason to drink. Yeah.
All right. What was the best console exclusive this year?
No. What console had the best exclusives this year?
Oh, I thought you were going to do what was the best console. Okay.
No.
Yes. Well, that's just, we can take out Microsoft right away.
Yeah. I think it's pretty safe to say Nintendo had this one.
I think Nintendo wipes this one up. What do you think, Carmen?
I agree. I can't disagree on that, even slightly. Even if I wanted to disagree.
I mean, just the two, just Mario and Zelda alone. I mean, PlayStation had some amazing games, but damn, two perfect 10s? Yeah, PlayStation didn't have that this year.
No. I mean, Sony's definitely the runner-up, and sadly, Microsoft just they didn't bring the pain this year.
Cuphead was fantastic, but it was no Odyssey, and it was no Breath of the Wild.
Perfectly stated.
Yes.
And those are just two of the 10s that Nintendo brought to us.
That's the only two 10s they brought to us, but they were
I know that. There's no more 10s. What I mean is, like, we just mentioned the two 10s that they had.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't mention all the other games they had that
Arms
were fucking 8s and 9s or whatever it was.
Yeah, definitely.
Beautiful. Nintendo cleaning up. Easy peasy.
1, 2, 3 easy. But, overall...
Yeah, overall library?
Overall library? I'm going with PS4.
I'm going Sony.
Yeah, Sony PS4, baby.
What do you think, Carl?
I think for the heat that the Switch brings, I think the Nintendo, despite not having all the third-party support, has a pretty strong library.
But do you think it has more great games than the PS4 had this year on the Switch? So that's what I'm going at. We're not talking about... I mean, again, we're not denying that they have the best exclusives, but you look at the overall average, PlayStation...
The library's ramping up. They're pulling good games.
But
they're getting...
but the problem is it's a lot of ports from last year's.
Still, it's like one of the hottest games in esports, Rocket League. It's on the Switch.
And it's been out for 2 years.
and you could play it on the train.
I mean, but like you can't tell me that just because it's been out that the library's bad. It's like I play Resogun every day. It's been out since the PlayStation.
Yeah, and you
launched.
and you can play that on the PlayStation 4. You can play Doom on the PlayStation 4. Every game on the Switch you can play on the PlayStation 4 except for Zelda, Mario, and ARMS.
I think Odyssey brings the library up a huge notch. I don't think there's a game on the PlayStation besides Horizon that can compete with it.
I'm not denying that, but
they get backed up by Zelda, which is Horizon Light.
Again, I'm not denying that, but at the same time...
So they have the number 1 and number 3 game, really. You can jostle Horizon and Odyssey out at 1 and 2, and that's going to be the consensus.
And again, I'm not denying that, but Sony has also got fucking amazing games. They got new Uncharted, they got Nier, they got Yakuza, they got Neo, they've got Horizon. They've got, at least 5 or 6 different games. Sony has 3 at most. I'm sorry, Nintendo has 3 at most.
But it's just it's a difference in funding. It's a difference in support.
That doesn't count. We don't care shit about that. I'm talking about what they actually got. Resident Evil 7, another one on the PlayStation 4. Nintendo ain't got that shit.
I'm just pointing out a fact.
You can point out a fact, but your facts are stupid. You should feel bad about yourself.
Jeremy.
I get laid.
You're stupid, Carmen.
But still, it's like I'm gonna back the Switch on this because I think that the potential is there, and they're gonna end up outshining some of these consoles in the long run.
And I don't deny that, but they haven't done it yet, and their library is still weak on the Switch, at least compared to the PS4 this year.
So this year, the PS4's got the upper hand. So, I mean, what can you say? The Switch brought the heat in the latter part of the year. You can't deny it.
Oh, yeah. They definitely brought the heat, but Sony
brought the heat in the first month of the year.
They were fucking slaying it all year long, especially in the beginning. I was so broke for the first 3 months because of Sony.
I agree. I'm right there with you. So, other than Carmen being stupid, what do you think the best remake is?
I'm going with Crash.
Is that a question?
Yeah, I mean that's. I don't think there. Okay, so what other remakes did we have? Let's entertain that idea.
You had Metroid.
Okay. Jeremy couldn't beat it.
Yep. I couldn't beat Crash either, but I still thought that was fun.
This is the running thing here.
Jeremy just has.
May not
be
remakes.
He can beat his dick.
And sometimes he has a problem with that.
So we have Crash and Metroid. That's all I could think of. I don't think I downloaded any more.
The upreses don't count, right? Like the
it had to be like
Kingdom Hearts. Did that drop this year?
That's not really.
That's an upres though. It's not a remake.
That's an upres. Yeah.
So we'll take that one out of the equation.
But really, I wanted this category because I wanted to gush on Crash some more.
Yeah, I don't really think it matters. Crash sweeps the floor with this one.
Fucking precision.
I think Crash is going to be the best remake we see until Final Fantasy VII comes out in the year 2045.
I think that they're going to do Spyro, and Spyro's going to outshine that. I'm so nervous about this Final Fantasy remake. I think it was fucked up, and that's why it got sent back to the lab.
I haven't heard anything about
Square Enix to get it right.
I haven't heard anything about being sent back. Only thing I heard that's got me concerned is the whole episodic thing.
Well, they were outsourcing a lot of it.
It was all outsourced, and then they took it back to the homeland.
Oh, I did not hear that.
They brought it back and made it internal. So something happened. They did a little bit of finagling with that.
Okay. Yeah, I did not hear any of that. I've been trying to keep it down low so I can be surprised when it comes out. Hopefully pleasantly surprised at this point.
I mean, it's something we're not going to be talking about for the next 5 years, probably.
If we're still alive by the time it comes out.
Yeah. Hopefully we have 1 million listeners by then.
The race is, what comes out first, Kingdom Hearts 3 or the Final Fantasy remake?
Kingdom Hearts has got to come out before that.
Yeah, I agree. It's got to come out sometime in the next 3 years. And that wasn't a joke.
You know what game we didn't mention at all, like during this whole thing? We didn't mention, like, for me, it was Nidhogg 2.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I fucking blew
that's
that
an
game
indie.
up.
That's like an honorable mention in the indie category.
Yeah, I could see that. Fucking Playgrounds, I played the shit out of that. I mean, that probably shouldn't win any awards. I'm just saying that was a great game. Fun game.
Yeah, if like you put it in the category of sports, it's like 2K will knock it down, but
yeah,
Playgrounds gets honorable mention.
There's a few we missed, but I think we hit the the major. So you want to go? Let's give us a rundown for the categories. For the best fighting game, we got Injustice as Tekken 7's the runner-up. Best indie, we have Cuphead, and Cuphead's the runner-up. Best RPG was Persona 5, and we did not come to a consensus on a runner-up. So it's Persona 5 and Neo probably.
Yeah, I would think.
The best new IP, Horizon Zero Dawn, with Cuphead as a close one runner-up. Best soundtrack was Destiny 2 with Nier Automata as a runner-up. Console exclusive was Nintendo with Sony as a runner-up. Overall library was Sony with Nintendo as a runner-up.
I agree.
And the best remake was Crash Bandicoot, and as a runner-up, are there any?
I guess Metroid.
Metroid.
There you go.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Hell Average Gamecast has brought you their game of the year, their categories, and if there's ever a time to let us know what you think, this is the time. Am I right? Give us some feedback. Let us know what's happening. The Video Game Awards are December 8th. So I think we got one more episode before they do the Video Game Awards.
Now hold on, we're not forgetting the special categories I got, have we?
Oh, I sure am, because it's not on my cheat sheet here.
That's right.
Dun dun dun. We need some intro music for Jeremy's special categories. And Jeremy, buzz, ladies and gentlemen. Jeremy, what you got for us?
All right, I came up with a few special categories for some games that we didn't mention, and a few companies that need some nods. First, the first entry on this list, dear ladies and gentlemen, is the "Why Does This Exist" award, and that award goes to Bubsy the Woolly Strike Back. What the fuck?
Have you watched any gameplay of this game, by the way?
Oh yes.
It's fucked up, man.
Are you familiar with the Bubsy series?
I am. Carmen,
No.
do you know about it?
Carmen, are you familiar with
No.
it? Carmen is 99.999% of the gaming community. Bubsy is a forgotten wannabe 90s mascot platformer made for the Super NES and Sega Genesis. It did not do well, sold poorly, it was a shitty game. That got a sequel that was also shitty, not well received, and faded into obscurity. And then released a third game on the PlayStation, Bubsy 3D, which looked like an unfinished art school project that made PUBG look like Game of the Year. And it actually went down as one of the worst games of all time. So 20 years later, Accolade decided to make a fucking sequel called Bubsy the Woolly Strike Back. It looks like a discount PS3 title that they're trying to sell for $40 fucking. It is getting straight 5s across the board, and what's truly sad is it is probably the best Bubsy game ever made. That's how.
And that's being generous. Like, I watched a quick look at this game, and man, like the lines are recycled so bad. And he sounds like a fucking 80-year-old chain smoker. I mean, he's like, I'm Bubsy.
He sounds like
How
a
you
more.
doing?
He sounds like a more annoying version of SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, his voice is super high pitched, but I picture him as a chain smoker. That's how, he got a flask of whiskey in his pocket. He's got he's just all fucked up, man.
So Accolade, thank you for bringing this unwanted non-masterpiece to the masses. I hope somewhere out there you probably made $80 from the two people stupid enough to buy this game.
Carmen, you should probably go check out just a little bit of footage of that game.
It's pretty
I'm
mediocre.
gonna buy it. Fuck it. Let's go.
It is pretty hell average.
It'll fit the bill.
Next award.
All right, what else you got, Jerry?
Next award is a positive award. This is the Finally Getting Their Shit Together award.
Oh, I'm trying to think who I would pick. All right, go ahead.
This goes to Nintendo for getting their shit together. The Wii U sucked dick. It was a terrible console. They were trying to capitalize on the lightning in the bottle of the Wii, which was not even a good console, just hadn't be at the right time. They finally decided, hey, we're just going to make a decent console that's fun, that you can take with you, and we're going to focus on games and get some third-party support back. And they're finally turning themselves around. Switch is selling like hotcakes. Their stock is finally up. They've even been releasing more SNES classics. They're still hard to find, but they promise that more is on the way, and I'm actually believing them. And with the exception of their still bullshit YouTube copyright claim crap, Nintendo has been doing pretty damn good turning themselves around.
The Nintendo corner hasn't been opened in a while.
Exactly. That's how good they've been doing. And
they turned it around.
This was going to be between them and Microsoft, but I think Microsoft didn't have as far to come back from. Nintendo was way down the dumps for me, and I've really been praising them lately. And they deserve a special little nod. Good job for doing what you should have been doing in the first place.
It's almost like they listen to their fans a little bit.
Interesting.
Fans don't know shit. What are you guys talking about?
I don't know. We're pieces of shit. Why the fuck would you listen to us?
And my final award for the night is the "Fuck you, EA, why are you doing this to us" award.
All right, Jerry. Who wins this award? I'm dying to know.
Drum roll, please. And the award goes to EA for Battlefuck 2. The quest for more dollars.
We were trying to figure out where to stick this game. Worst game of the year, most piece of shit game of the year.
The way that you like when you stated it that way, Battlefuck 2, I think that it should just be Battlefuck you.
There you go. Battlefuck you, the quest for more money. Oh my god.
Beautiful.
You had a good Star Wars game. You had a good one. It looks beautiful. It sounds great. You actually have a good game, and then you fuck it up. Like what's that famous line from Jurassic Park where Jeff Goldblum's just like, you took it, you took something beautiful and you marketed it, you put a price sticker on it, you fucked it up. God damn EA. Just I really do hope they disappear after this. They're not going to, but I hope Disney just throws them in the vault with their Aladdin Blu-rays and just seals them away forever. God almighty, you will not be missed, EA.
And then let's have one more award for the best unreleased game.
Oh, the best unfinished demo that people are paying money for.
Early access game of the year, PUBG.
Early access game of the year, PUBG, Player Unknown Battlegrounds. AKA, let's complain about games being released unfinished, but then still throw shit tons of cash at an unfinished game.
Make no mistake, I'm still on the hype train for this game, but I'm with you. Like, I understand. This game, this whole early access moniker is so shitty.
I was fine with this game. I didn't have a dog in this fight. I can understand people getting behind it, but I'm so goddamn sick and tired of people sucking the nuts of this stupid fucking game. I am a full-blown hater of PUBG now.
Oh,
I have not been this salty about a game since Mario Kart 64.
Oh, they're going to be finding out about that pretty soon.
Oh, you will see that.
Those videos are being queued up this week.
I am waiting for that. Yeah, just if you want to just know my feelings on PUBG, just watch our Let's Play of Mario Kart 64 over some PUBG footage. That's pretty much how I feel about it.
Fuck!
I quit.
I quit. I'm just going to sit here and just shoot red shells.
We know PUBG made a splash. It made a phenomenon, and it's, for about all rights, it's going to continue to do so, and I'm still excited about it coming to console. But
Fortnite Master Game.
You know, for what it is, this whole early access, give me all your money, it's getting a little old.
I really think it's doing more damage to the games industry than people realize, quite frankly. The whole PUBG model.
I do too. This, and like, Xbox has their Xbox, what is it?
I think that was early access, wasn't it? Xbox?
Yeah, it's Xbox's version of early access, and I forget the name of it. But they've got that, what PUBG is going to release under. And then you've got like Fortnite that's early access that's going to go free to play next year. I mean, why do you slap this? You're slapping this on your game just in case it's fucked up, and you're like, oh, it's still early access. You kind of cover your ass. That's dumb.
I mean, remember when EA last year released Battlefront and people were complaining there was no content and you were paying $60, but now they're praising PUBG for doing the exact same thing? I mean, do they get a pass just because they're not EA?
I mean, you do hold a lot of water if you're not EA nowadays.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong.
You do not want to be EA in any shape, way, or form. So I don't have any special categories. Are we good? Have we went over everything we needed to go over?
I'm good.
I'm good.
You're good? All right. So we've been talking for like an hour and a half. So let's just wrap it up, guys. Fantastic conversation we had. Make sure to go check out Select Start We just queued up the videos, started on Tuesday, and we're going to give you 2 more every single week. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like us, give us some feedback. We hope you had a great holiday, fantastic Thanksgiving. And without further ado, Carmen, why don't you let them know where to find us?
We'd like for you to check us out on our own website, hellaaveragegaming.com. We're posting news, reviews, all of our content. Check us out on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter, SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play. Like Cam was just saying, make sure you follow us on YouTube. We're dropping the Gamescast every Friday. We're dropping the new Let's Play series, Select Start, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's going to be coming every week. If you like all the content that you're seeing and you want to see more of it, support us on Patreon. I'm sure we can cook up some crazy ideas, drop a new show, drop some new content. And on that note, stay hella average.
Peace out.
Fuck you, EA. I wish I could hate you to death.